You were issued a private investigator's license for your 18th birthday? What do you think that says about a person?
Compulsive, addictive personality, but that's not me anymore.
How surprised are you to be sat here talking about a Veronica Mars movie? I mean, had you given up on the idea?
I never gave up on the idea in my heart. Certainly my involvement or steam behind my passion ebbed and flowed over the years, but in my heart I always thought there's gotta be another phase to Veronica. And I said that mostly as an audience member, because I'm just as much a fan of the show as I am actually involved in it. And I think that it was our fans' passion to never let it go that's fueled Rob and I to really get it on its feet again.
We never thought we'd raise this kind of money, you know? We needed $2 million. We raised 5.7 in 30 days. It was all fan funded. It was for the fans. We couldn't be happier.
It's very exciting that the fans funded it. Like, they donated anywhere between like $10 and $10,000. I think somebody did. It's just so cool. You can, if you donate $100, you can get a T-shirt. Like, I participated. Yeah, it's a really cool thing.
And how was it working on a fan-funded film? I mean, did you feel more pressure knowing the fans had already paid to see it?
Yeah, I want every project I'm a part of to be the best it can be, but there is an intense amount of personal responsibility I feel on this one because I'm working with the hard-earned money of the people I'm performing for. It's really hard to wrap your head around that we asked them in advance. We said, before you see this product, will you help us make it, or do you want it made? Our goal was to pre-sell the movie. That's why everyone gets a digital download on the day the film opens or the day after or whatever the reward was. And the higher level rewards, when people purchased experiences on set or to be an extra to come to the premiere, we take those very seriously. And we wanted to make sure that we were so welcoming when they came to set, and we were so thankful. And we wanted them to know that we know the reason we're here is because of you. And we had so much fun with our backers on set. And I can't wait to meet the people at the premiere because there's just such a big French kiss going on with everybody. There's so much love, and I really, really want the audience that helped this movie get made to be satisfied.
You know, you want to make a great film. I didn't really think about it in those terms. I don't know about pressure. I think it's you just take your work seriously, and you want to make a great film for them since they're the ones that wanted it, for sure.
Pressure's the wrong word. To me, I feel, if anything, support. 91,000 people contributed to this film. They want to see it, and that makes me feel great showing up on set. It makes me feel like I'm not alone in wanting this thing to succeed, that there are all these people already behind it wanting it to succeed, and that's a great feeling.
Some of the fans who are the back, they were on set and they're watching you and they're like, well, this better be good because this is my money. You know, they're like the bosses of us, which was a little intense. Thankfully, they were all very nice, and we got to like hang out and eat together, and we know a lot of them, so.
What's this? I specifically told the agency an eager to please brunette.
Dick.
Hey Logan, that girl who follows you around is here.
What kind of Dick Casablancas do we find in the film? Has he changed much?
You're gonna find the Dick Casablancas that you have grown to know and love. The same Dick, maybe just a little bit of a bigger Dick.
What was it like working with Rob Thomas again on Veronica Mars?
Which one's Rob? Just kidding. I mean, I'd take a nap if Rob Thomas asked me to. I love working for him. I love his brain. I love his personality. I love being directed by him. We just work well together. We found each other, and I've done pretty much everything he's asked me to. I've been lucky enough to guest star on some of his other shows, and I would work with him for many, many years in the future if I could.
I love working with Rob in general. It was great to have Rob directing. At least when I was on the show, he only directed one episode. And I think that was the first episode he'd ever directed, and it was a great episode. And I was just really excited to see him as the captain of the ship for the film as well, because I don't think anybody else could have done it but Rob, which I'm really glad to see him do. And he was very comfortable in his own skin. I mean, he he led us well.
His writing is just so phenomenal, and the way he develops these characters and the story, it's always a good time. And I love a good time.
The thing with Rob is he really knows what he wants, you know? So as soon as he gets it, he's like, cool, that was great for me. You know, you can do whatever you want, and he'll give you like another go at it. And he just really, he sees how he wants to put the film together. And also, like, he gets so giddy, like when he, you know, there was this one scene we were shooting, and he's like, Jason, this is what the fans have been waiting for. Oh my gosh. He's just sitting in a corner like this, just watching the box. You know, it was so cute.
How glad are you to be finally sat here talking about Veronica Mars again?
I could not be happier. There's no place I'd rather be. This is the rewarding culmination of years of effort to get to see this again.
We are going to the reunion.
I'm shocked you even came to this. I knew you'd be here. You've been sitting there since graduation, haven't you?
What was it like on set? Was it just like old times, or was the vibe a bit different?
It was just like old times. Yeah, everyone fell back into a really nice rhythm. A lot of them are friendly on a day-to-day basis. I live in Texas, so I don't see them quite as much. Also, they're I hope that my relationship is closer to big brother than dad, but I am 15 years older than any of them, so we're not at the same parties each weekend. But yeah, it felt good. It felt like how it's supposed to be.
It was kind of surreal to see sort of the gang all back together again. You know, we showed up on set, and it was like, there's all your friends again, and they're all like 7 years older. You have this great movie, this great story that Rob wrote, and we get to just hang out and have fun.
How many series did you have mapped out for the show originally? Did you think it could run for a lot longer than it did?
I only had one season mapped out, and I didn't necessarily think that there would be big mystery arcs beyond season one. And in fact, it was a sort of shocking day when we were in the middle of season one, and the network called me and said, "What's the big mystery for season two?" And I had no idea at that point. I didn't even know for sure that there would be one. I thought we might just go on doing mysteries of the week after season one. So season one I had mapped out pretty well. I knew who had done it. I kind of knew how it was going to unfold. But after that, we had to invent a new big mystery each year.
Do you think this is the end of Veronica Mars, or would you love to play her again in the future?
I would love to play Veronica again in the future. I certainly hope this isn't the end. I don't want to rely on the fans to pre-sell the movie anymore. I think they've proven that they are worth making this movie for, and they've helped us enough, and I'd like for our next one to be an extra special gift to them.